I just feel so. Tova Felder, 32 Twain Place. Good evening. I am standing here tonight on behalf of a large group of parents who have voluntarily for you and to speak out in opposition to the proposed uniform dress code policy. It is our small way of thanking those members of the board who are working to slow down the runaway train that this has become by saving you all the additional 90-minute testimony. We are also aware of the costs of having the attorney present and are trying to help keep those fees down by not having him sit through an hour and a half of testimony. I saw on the district website the minutes from the subcommittee's last meeting. I appreciate having them available. Thank you. It seems that despite the very vocal opposition, despite the multiple promises of lawsuits in the top-down manner you have initiated, despite the $150 fees you are paying for every hour that you have the attorney sitting in on a meeting, consulting with your commissioners, or investigating how to get around the law, you are moving forward with the creation of a policy that nobody has asked for. When I say nobody, I am referring to the fact that we have not yet heard from one single principal or staff member who requested that a policy be drafted for his or her school. That is what the statute allows for. This is beyond disappointing. If you have the time and money to spend on something that we have not asked for, I am hoping that you also have the time and money to spend on the things we are asking for. Here is just a sampling in no particular order. Class sizes are too large. 20 is too large for effective and efficient learning to happen, particularly in the lower grades. Along those lines, I am curious about the 2 Patterson children who will be, or perhaps who already are, attending School 5. Why is that? 2, please repair our schools as needed. Spoken up about repairs going unaddressed in their children's schools, and I heard tonight that many things are being addressed, thankfully. Schools have leaks, broken boilers, and mold growing on ceiling tiles. I didn't hear anything in tonight's report about School 2, where my son goes. This is not just about aesthetics, it's about the health and safety of our children and staff. 3, make sure that every school has working security cameras and that safety protocols are being followed with regard to letting people into the buildings. 4, join us in the 21st century and require that all assignments be posted online so that parents can keep on top of their children's work from home and so that students can download. 5, paint walls and update all aging buildings. 6, the heat in our schools is unbearable at this time of year and often in September too, making it not just uncomfortable, but difficult to focus and to learn. If you cannot or will not air condition our buildings, you should at least ensure that every classroom has multiple fans to move the air around and give some small measure of relief from the oppressive heat. 7, update and fairly enforce the existing dress code. Few of us would take issue with the majority of what currently exists. No pajamas in school? Yeah, I'll get behind that. No see-through shirts or lewd messages? Agreed. But the current code does not allow for tank tops of any sort when we are sending our children to school on 90. Likewise, mandating that all shirts without a collar be tucked in serves no educational purpose and is counter to how the vast majority of children are most comfortable. Here's what our current dress code starts off with. Quote, parents have the primary responsibility for determining appropriate dress and grooming for their children. While it is not the intent of these regulations to usurp parent or student prerogatives in the selection of clothing styles, which frequently change and reflect, it is necessary to establish guidelines and limits of what will be permitted within the school environment. We parents have the primary responsibility for determining appropriate dress for our children. I like that. So now I ask you, on behalf of many other parents who feel blindsided by this proposed policy, what's changed? Why does this board no longer feel that we are able to be responsible for dressing our own children? Why are you so fired up about stripping us of that duty? What does that say about how this board views our competence as parents? Please don't leave us with no comment this time. Thank you.